Howdy, y'all. Farmer Yesay here inside the tractor. I'm gonna keep plowing this here field while you guys listen to a beautiful little talk I had with RGT85 about POGs. Yes, I said POGs. For 20 minutes we talked about POGs, and it was beautiful. Enjoy.
All right. So, do you want to intro your channel first of all?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Pogs. We're talking about the Pogs. Pogs. Talking about the Pogs. Pogs.
All right. So, I guess we should go over the game of POG first, and maybe some of the rules. I don't know how you guys played it in your area, but hopefully it was similar in my area too.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was pretty basic. You have your pogs. You usually bring your pogs to the game, and then someone else brings their pogs to the game. We would mix them up, and then you would play. So there's it depends, how official you want to get with it. Some
Right.
people had the official POG board. I was kind of big on having the official POG board just to keep things, keep everything legit. And you would put the POGs down here on the board. You would keep them face down. And then, like I said, you would mix them up because you got to mix them up so that way you're trying to win other people's POGs. Stack them on there. Take your slammer. I got a slammer here. Take your slammer. Hit it down. Of course, that did nothing. And then you flip them and play for keeps, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, that's basically the same thing we did here, except I never knew anyone that had that official board, so we never played with the official board. As long as you had a flat surface, it was all good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not mandatory, but it's good because if you have the official board, they have slots to keep your pogs in when you're not playing, so that way you're keeping up with your inventory.
Yeah.
No one's ganking your pogs off screen or anything.
That's a beautiful thing. So, when did you first start playing POGs?
Because it was a cool thing to do. I remember my cousin Nick had a POG set, and then I was like, "What is this?" And then he showed me, and then I was like, "Oh, I gotta get it." So this was the thing that I got, the official POG thing. I remember it came out. I want to say it was like $30 or $40. It came with a bunch of different POGs, came with the board, and then came with some slammers, and then of course you would want to get other POGs and slammers as well.
Oh, of course. What year was that roughly, do you think? That was like...
It was 94, I believe.
94, okay, yeah. It's bringing it all back here. So do you have any like really strong memories, like your biggest POG memories, like you won a game or a victory?
I remember we were playing for Power Ranger POGs at my cousin's house.
Those were hot.
I won a bunch of his Power Ranger POGs, and he got really mad and told his mom, but his mom was like, she didn't give a shit. She was just like, whatever, you lost fair and square. I mean, really, it's a form, banned in a lot of schools because it was like a form of gambling. Like, there could be fist fights over it.
Yeah.
And, sometimes you had people with the plastic slammers. Sometimes people had metal slammers.
Yeah.
The metal slammers obviously gave you a bigger advantage because they weighed a lot more. Some people would try to do the double where they would take two plastics and throw them down and try to get away with it. Like, there was a lot of shady tactics going on because people wanted other people's pogs.
Yeah, I think the problem was there was no regulations out there, so it got crazy, especially with the pogs.
It was all the rules kind of just varied. Like, you had the official rules, but there was no referee to enforce them. I think they should have had, every POG group should have had a designated referee who was up to date on all the POG standards, and I feel like it would have led to, more accurate games.
Absolutely, yeah. I think every recess at school, they should have had that official referee out there on the yard.
I don't understand why, the schools didn't provide that.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, that's why we are where we are today, I think, personally.
Really, that's sort of one of the downfalls of society, I feel.
Oh, for sure. Can you give us a full tour of the arena?
Yeah, so POG board. Like I said, we have I have two different containers of POGs here.
Okay.
And then I have some POGs that I haven't used yet. I'm kind of debating. One set I probably won't use. One set I probably will use. This is the Super Mario Brothers the movie POG set.
Gorgeous.
We have Mario and Luigi. We have Mario and Luigi and Koopa. Walk Tall, Be a Goomba. We have Trust the Fungus. That movie was so fucking dumb. You have a Yoshi one. You have This Ain't No Game. And then you have Mario battling Koopa on there. And then we have the Premier Pogs that, this is probably the set I'll never use. This is the O.J. Simpson Trail of Blood Pog set. We have Nicole Brown Simpson, O.J. and Nicole Brown Simpson, O.J. at a Christmas party. What the hell is her name? Marcia something?
Something. I thought it was Kato.
No, Kato Kalin's not on here.
That's too bad.
I have the Kardashian fucker, the white Ford Bronco, O.J. and Nicole. You have, I don't remember his name. He was like one of the DAs.
Yeah.
You got O.J. looking sad, O.J. and some chick. I don't know who this other chick is, but I was kind of upset that there was no Lance Ito POG, and there was no Kato Kalin POG, but still a really cool set. And that's one of the cool things about POGs is, like, you had the official POGs, like, because really, like, the backstory of it was the game was around from, like, World War II. Like, they used to play it in Hawaii, is where it got its start as milk caps.
Right.
And then Bradley in 94 came along and branded it as POG and made, like, official POGs. So I always liked the official stuff, but there was so much, third-party POG stuff out there. You had, every TV show had POGs. You had wrestling POGs, Power Ranger POGs. So it was really cool. Like, there's no way to collect them all, really, unless you're going with official POGs.
There's Rita.
Like, that's cool. Is that a Slammer?
No. It's just a regular Power Caps.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any Slam. I just got that one randomly. I don't know where I got that one from.
Like, this POG says, I don't know where the camera is on this phone. Where am I going here? Collect them all. But, like, can you really collect them all?
No, that's impossible. Yeah, I showed you this one earlier. I got the
Shaq.
the Shaq set. I got the full set there. There's his number, Shaq Attack.
Yeah, that's sick.
There's all a bunch of different ones.
You can make your own pogs.
I remember that. There was like a kit you could get with like a thing. It was like a button maker, but it made pogs. Yeah. That was so sick. So let's talk slammers now. Now, I remember the official POG name for them was Keenies, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, so did you call them Keenies or did you call them slammers?
No, we just call them slammers.
Yeah, I don't think Keenies ever caught on, really.
Yeah, it's too hard to say. Slammer sounds cool, too. Like,
absolutely.
Down, get real aggressive and mean.
Yeah. So how many slammers do you have right now?
See, right now I only have 4 that came with this set, and they're just the official POG slammers. I want to get some nice metal ones, maybe to play with some, in some unregulated games. I don't think metal slammers should be in regulated games, in my opinion.
I agree. Yeah, no, I agree for sure. They're more of a recreational thing, like a shelf candy kind of thing.
Or something like that. You can bust out the metals, but.
So I have some of my slammers here. I'll go through them with you. Sure. All right, I'm dropping them. Okay.
That's a metal.
That was a plastic. But yeah, there's that one. These are the official ones, same as like kind of thing you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of the ones there. I always remember that image stuck in my head like from childhood.
Yeah, that's a cool image.
I got a couple of the the set ones. These are from Gargoyles. So like they're still official. And there's Buddy.
Nice.
I got some. This is great. I got some Casper ones. They're official too. There's another one. That's a nice one. That's a keeper.
That is, yeah.
This is obviously unofficial, but this is like a spider.
Okay, I remember they had. Whoa! Look at the thickness of
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that has some weight to it. Like I don't know if I'd be playing against someone that had that. I got a Scorpion clear one. It's unofficial, but it's not very thick. It's not good. my pièce de résistance. I'll show you. I got it in a bag here. I remember I went to Florida when I was 12 and got this. This is a bad boy. This is a heavy one. This is like solid. It's like a hologram one.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that one you would never use. That weighs a lot.
Yeah.
But I got a kind of rare one. Have you ever heard of like a cardboard slammer?
No.
And it's Felix the cat.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, it would never work because it weighs nothing, but it's just a lot bigger than like the average one, like if you look size-wise.
Yeah.
So do you want to show us your technique for throwing a slammer?
Sure. I'm a big proponent of, a lot of people like to, it depends, how tall your stack is, of course. Some people like to regulate the amount of pods you're using at a time. I'm just more of a stack size sort of person. Some people like to, try to get the edges, but I always felt that if you're going more towards the center, you have a better chance of getting more action going down. So, I grip it between the thumb and the index finger, a little off to the side, but not too far off to the side, because I don't know. I just feel like you're not going to get the good hit, because a lot of times it's not necessarily basing it on the side to where it flips. You're trying to do it weight wise, and it's the impact of the slammer hitting the POG that makes it flip over. That's just sort of the science and the 33 years that I've lived and researched POGs that I've come up with. You can also try the thumb, middle finger, and then put it on the index finger here and go down. Either way is fine. I missed, but that was just sort of a warm up.
Yeah.
So there we go.
There we go.
We got 5 there. So we got the POG delivery.
Nice.
Dream it, then do it.
Very nice. Very 90s.
Fit happens. Bullseye.
Oh, I have that one. I love that one.
It's a classic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Collect them all.
And how high did you raise your arm roughly?
I go about here, about midway.
Okay.
Probably a good 7 inches off the board.
Okay. Very nice. Now, I was wondering your opinion on this. Do you think POGs are due for a comeback in 2019?
I really do. I sort of, not only do I feel like that they're due for a comeback, I feel like it could potentially, be something similar to what we saw with Bitcoin, a form of currency, going forward, because, it's something that needs to be legitimized. Obviously, there would be some legal stuff tied into it, but I really feel like you could use POGs as a form of currency, non-government regulated currency going in the future. So I think the future of POG could be very bright. I think there just needs to be more POG awareness. Like, there's a lot of people that are, in their late 20s even, who don't know what POGs are. And it's because the initial craze was like from like 94 to like 96. And then by like 97, it was phasing out. So I do think POG is due for a comeback. I think, it's a game that you can play anywhere with anyone, any skill level. There's a whole, there's a whole economy with it. And I do think going forward, it could be a new form of currency.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with you completely. Like, speaking to the currency thing, I could see, like, if there was an apocalypse, like, POGs would be money for sure. That's what people would use.
3 POGs for a sip of water or something like that. Based on are they official POGs? Are they unofficial POGs? What are we talking about here? What the designs are. Each design could have its own sort of, numerical value depending from, like something like here. I think this is a good example here. So you have this very dinky POG, it says love on it. Like, nobody cares. It's very, very boring. But then you have this one. Yeah. Like this one, you got little graphics around it. You got a hockey player.
Oh, for sure.
Like, this POG would obviously be, this is like $5, and this is like, $1.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I got the regular Bart Simpson there, and that's just like, that's a couple bucks, like, whatever. But as soon as you put on the Bartman, then you go up to like 10. For sure.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah, no. Basically, I think we're at the forefront of something big here. We're onto something with POGs coming back. So what I was wondering, what I'm proposing here, do you think you'd be into starting a podcast or a podcast with me, and we could call it POG Dogs?
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Yeah, and it could be like a monthly thing, and we could talk about POGs. We could set it up, and I think people are going to really respond to that.
No, I think so too. I mean, just even it, just to raise POG awareness in 2019 and beyond. I actually wanted to do a video called "Pogs Playing Pogs," and Pogs, fat ass white girls, PAWGS, playing Pogs. So I feel like things like that, if we could get some actual Pogs,
that's right,
get involved with Pogs, a lot of those girls have like shelf asses, the back goes down and then it's like that. Display your Pogs on them. You could bring in a whole new breed of people.
Absolutely. There's so many, POGs are just so diverse in that way that I think this needs to happen. Absolutely. I'm so glad we did this today. With that said, do you want to plug any of your stuff, or do you want to have a message for all the new POG fans out there before we end this?
Yeah, just always be on the lookout for POGs. Obviously, the landscape of POG is very limited right now. Your main places are going to be, probably places like eBay or Facebook marketplaces, but you could still get a very nice collection of POGs. I got 2 tubes, this official board, everything boxed. I think it cost me like $40, $30 shipped like that. So it's something to relive your childhood. These bad boys cost a little bit more because they're still new. But yeah, it's a good hobby. It keeps the kids off drugs and, off the methamphetamines and the crack cocaine. And, if you're spending money on POGs, you can't afford crack cocaine. So I think it's very important.
True. Well, you heard it here first, guys. RGT85 said it best. Keep your kids off meth and play POGs. So thanks so much, man. And I think we'll be seeing you in the future for some POG Dogs podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Oh boy, what a great interview that was. Well, Farmer Yesay gonna turn in now. I'm tired from playing on that field getting all that money, Anyways, I'll see y'all next week. Farmer Yesay out.